affirming your life, giving you life, encouraging you to be more in life is not good for you. You haven't done anything wrong. Just because you haven't done it doesn't mean you won't do it. Just because you don't have it doesn't mean you can't have it. But you must pay attention to your lessons. Boo-boo is no good for you. Leave that fool alone. Okay? You can't change people. You can't change people. And you can't save people. I learned that when I lost my daughter. I wanted to save my child. Hell, I saved some of y'all. And here my child is laying in the bed dying, and there was nothing I could do. I had to pay attention to that lesson. You can't save people, Iyanla. You can pray for people, you can encourage people, you can affirm people, you can acknowledge them. You can't save people. Some of us are stuck because we haven't gotten that lesson, and we keep trying to save people from themselves. You can't save yourself from a bag of Lay's potato chips, but you keep trying to save people. You haven't done anything wrong, but you must pay attention to the lesson. You can't save people. That's the message. Get that lesson. I tried to save my children, can't save them. Tried to save my marriage, couldn't save it. Now it's about me honoring myself. Is it life affirming? Is it life giving? If it's life sustaining? If it's life supporting? And let me just say this. You know what? I'm a Bible student. I love the Bible. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love A Course in Miracles. I love all sacred texts. And never any place in the Tao, in the Kabbalah, in the Bible, in the Quran, in the sacred book of Ifa, of the Yoruba people, in the Talmud, in the Torah, have I ever seen, thou shalt work hard all thy life. I just haven't seen it. Now it may be there, but I haven't seen it. So here's what the message. Stop working so darn hard to have a life. Life is not about working hard. Life is about being authentic. People are killing themselves today for a job, and job means just over broke. So many of us are getting up each day, dragging ourselves off to some place just to be over broke. And then we get home late and prepare ourselves, go to bed late so we can get up early the next morning to go back to the thing that keeps us just over broke. Thou shalt not work hard all thy life. It's about creating. Here's the message. You are one with the Creator. What are you creating in your life? If it's in your life, if it's there by energetic invitation. The upset, the dysfunction, the pain, the breakdown, the disappointment. What are you creating in your life while you're busy working a job? Let's get out of the job mentality and get into the creator mentality. How many of you out there know that it's time for you to be in your business? How many of us know that? How many of us know it's time for me to go back to school? How many know it's time for me to write the book, open the store, do the daycare, leave this job? So let me tell you how God fixed me with my job mentality. Because I had a job mentality. Gotta work, gotta work, gotta work, gotta work. You know, some people do drugs, I do work. I used to. I'm better now. Took the job. And unlike most people, I didn't have a job where I punched the clock. I had $1 million contract. Now, you know, it's one thing to wake up and get a pink slip. And then, you know, your feelings is hurt and your pride is devastated, but you just take yourself down to the unemployment office. It's another thing to lose $1 million contract. You can't collect unemployment when you have lost $1 million contract. In addition, you don't even go to the unemployment office anymore anyway. You do everything online, right? So when you punch your name in or when you call and they say your name and I say Iyanla Vanzant, oh, are you the lady? You the lady that wrote the book? I love that when I'm calling to get an extension on my phone bill. I need an extension on my... You the lady that wrote the book? Yes, and I did not pay my phone bill. So God took the job. The husband, the house. I had a beautiful house. It wasn't big or ostentatious, but it was lovely. I made it what I wanted to make. And I didn't pay attention to the lesson. And I didn't read what I was supposed to read. And I signed something that I shouldn't have signed. And there came a moment when I had to pay certain amounts of money for my house that I didn't have to pay. So rather than go through the drama and the hysteria, the marshal coming to sit me out in the street and I'm in the tree with the squirrels. And, there just comes a moment when you have to let go. And I let go. It's a house. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. There'll be another one with my name on it. There comes a point where you have to let go. You didn't do anything wrong, Iyanla. You didn't do anything wrong, but you got some lessons you haven't been paying attention to. So I had to let the house go. So I go from $1 million contract, a house, a beautiful house, wonderful, everybody loving on you, and you doing all this, to not having any place to go, and when you get there, you're going to be by yourself. This is a wonderful experience. But I hadn't done anything wrong. I hadn't done anything wrong.